Good morning and welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It is Tuesday. My name's Amy Wilkes and I'm going to be presenting the show for you today alongside the lovely Lisa. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, the lighting seems off, don't know.
Do you think?
You seem darker than usual.
I mean, it's probably not a bad thing. And in the demonstration corner, we have got the lovely Stacey. Good morning.
Good morning.
You okay?
I'm okay,
Are you ready?
I think so. I've already made a mess. I've already banged my hand on the table, so that's how today's going.
And
So,
melted one of the
pre-warning.
tools. But other than that...
Oh yeah, melted some tools as well, yeah. So that's how today's going. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
I mean, there's two sayings, things go from bad to worse or things can only get better. So we will wait and see. We have got a brilliant show for you today to show you how to create gorgeous backgrounds with just one twist. We have got a brand new set of ink and twist masks for you. We've also got a look at some of our super savers. But before we do that, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. This is such a good prize, isn't it?
I know.
So you are getting the Craftwire and Pliers Ultimate Collection. So first off, you've got your set of 3 pliers there. You've also got your Craftwire templates book. So it's got all your templates in there that you can follow. An absolute essential, all different ideas of what you can do with the Craftwire. And then you also get 45 metres, so 3 sets of your Craftwire in all of these different colours, 15 in total. 4 lucky winners are going to win that, worth $32.95. But all you need to do is like, share and answer the following question. The world record for the most sticky notes stuck on a face in 30 seconds is A, 43, B, 38 or C, 47. I'm not sure if you watched the show yesterday, Stacey. We did say whoever's doing the show on Friday, we expect this challenge to take place.
The demonstrator or the presenter?
I mean, well...
Because I know who's on Friday.
Oh. What's the correct answer?
The presenter.
Okay, so the presenter on Friday, we are going to challenge to try and beat that. So make sure you like, share and comment with your chance to win. But we just have to have a look at the cards that you can make with this gorgeous new collection. So these are the brand new ink and twist masks, and aren't those cards just gorgeous? You will see the variety of different ways that you can use these when we go through them. So this is your Ultimate Collection 2. Okay, so this is the second set that we've done. We have got the Ultimate Collection 1 in the second part of the show as well. You are getting all 4 of these 6x6 masks. I can't believe the price of masks. They're so good. Just £13 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. You know Stacey's with us today. You know she's going to show you so many different ways that you are going to be able to use these. And I think they're one of the most versatile products you can get, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
I think most people just think it's a stencil, like, you know, when you were younger and you just had something that you drew around.
Yes.
But actually, there is so much that you can do with it. And Lisa's causing mayhem over there.
Very selfish.
You should have just said clear the table. I would have just gone like that into the trolley. So these are the 4 different masks that you are going to get. So the first one is your basket weave. So as I said, they're all 6x6, but the concept of the ink and twist masks are you ink through the one side.
Yep. Ink through.
Yeah, and then you rotate it either 90 degrees or 180 degrees.
Yep.
So like that, for example, and then maybe use either a different colour or maybe a darker blend of the same.
It could just be exactly the same colour.
Just a bit more ink onto it.
Yeah, there's so much you can do with you. You could heat emboss one layer.
Yeah.
You could use your texture paste in one layer as well. So there's so much you can do with it. And also, don't forget my favourite technique. You can emboss with it
Yes.
through your die cutting machine
Yeah.
as well. So you could be inking one layer and then rotating it and embossing one layer.
gorgeous.
So it's
Yeah.
so many different techniques that you
And
can
the thing
do with
is
these.
as well, you can do them in any colour, can't you?
Yeah.
So you know whatever collection you've got, whoever you're sending the card to, you are going to be able to make cards in the suitable colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just do it on one like that, couldn't you, as well? So that is your basket weave. So that is the first one. If you do want them individually, they are £4.50 or £4.5 if you are a Diamond Club member, but you are saving £5 if you get the Ultimate Collection. And I think the variety of them really does mean that to get all
yeah.
four,
Because
is
even
just
though we've
brilliant.
called that basket weave, for example, that could be very different. Like we're
Yes.
going to make quite a masculine men's card out of
Yeah.
that. It is just a background.
Like a generic, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So this is your circular tile there.
This is my favourite because the
This is
effects
so
of this
clever,
is
isn't
so
it?
good.
Yeah.
Jen has
And,
done an absolutely amazing job with all of these.
and you'll see these sort of diamonds here end up in the middle of the circles,
Yeah.
don't they? When you twist it round. You'll have to see it. They are just such a clever concept. This is your gingham.
And again, these
I mean,
could
just
just
perfect
be
for...
just stripes.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Natalia made a really nice card where it all kind of radiated out from the centre.
Oh, gorgeous.
On a DL, and it
Yeah.
was absolutely beautiful. So just think about all the different things you can do with
Yeah.
this. Texture paste through that would be brilliant as well.
Yes, yeah. And we've got so many samples to show you as well. And then the last one is your layered flowers on there.
This is so nice as well because if you get the shading right and a few techniques with this, you can almost have like double layered flowers because they
gorgeous.
twist.
Yeah.
And then you have like two-tone flowers as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, you could even just mask it off and just have one flower like in the corner
Yeah.
of your card or something as well for those flowers. So those are the 4 new masks that you are going to get in this collection. So we'll just show you what you can do with them. So let's hold them up at the same time. So you can see this is the first one. So you can see that is the ink through just once, but then you rotate it. I love the way the lines going the other way and just the perfect colours. All you need is a sentiment on there and it is complete, isn't it, that card?
Yeah.
So that is the basket weave you are going to get. Look at this one.
I love this one.
It's
Some of
it's
the colour
just
choices.
genius, isn't it?
On the cards are absolutely
I
stunning.
mean, you wouldn't think this turns into that, would you?
No.
It's just brilliant, and you can see on there that is your first layer, and then you rotate it, and that is your second layer. So you get sort of those squares within the circles. I love the colours of that one, isn't it? Like the orange and the blues together.
You can have so much fun just playing around with the different colour
Yes.
choices as well.
Yeah.
I was doing my prep yesterday and I was just experimenting with loads of different colours.
Yeah.
It was such a good day.
And that's lovely, isn't it? Because it's only a bit of cardstock, isn't it,
Yeah.
that you're using. This is your gingham. I mean, that's shouting sort of picnic table, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Um,
if you do sort of a lighter layer and then a darker layer and sort of really get in with those tones, you
Yes.
can get almost like a two-tone gingham with this. It's really
Oh,
nice.
nice. So that is your gingham. And then the last one you have got is your the flowers. So you can see that is it if you just do it once, but then you can rotate it.
And it's got that shading in those smaller flowers.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just
Really nice.
stunning. Just £13 or $11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. And I think the best thing to do is to show you the samples. I mean, you can tell
I know.
how much people have enjoyed using these and how many different things you can do with it when we've got so many samples.
I was blown away by all the samples.
Yeah.
They were absolutely
They
brilliant.
are just gorgeous, aren't they? So this is by Sabira. Love the way she's sort of done that as an apron there.
And if you won your gift last week, then you can be putting that in your little apron because that's the Woolly Wishes
Yes.
stamp.
Oh yeah, we do it, yeah.
Yeah.
just so many lovely ideas. Oh wow, look at this one.
It's so good, isn't it?
This is another one, and can you see that one?
Yeah.
Just see. Is it being embossed? Yeah, heat
It's been
embossed.
heat embossed, yeah.
Yeah. Just gorgeous, and another way that you can use it. Oh, this is clever as well. So you don't need to use it as that large panel. Here
No.
they've done that and then die cut it. This is Debbie into circles.
You can do all
I
sorts
love the
of
way that's
these.
been done. Never ever thought of doing it like that.
Chop into them.
Yeah, definitely. Use your dies to
Yeah.
cut different shapes out as well.
You could just do single like line of the basket weave
Yes.
into a border.
Perfect.
You know, like if you ink one and then
Yeah.
twist it and then ink it again, so you've got a rotated border, but it just looks beautiful. So
Gorgeous.
there's so much you can do with this.
And yesterday on the show we had the low tack tape pack. You know, the 5 rolls.
yeah.
Should be $9.99. It's $5.99 at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
I said to Lisa yesterday, can you put the low tack tape on today's show? But she didn't mention that.
No, I didn't realise.
There you go. I'll mention it. You see, that's the beauty of doing 2 shows 2 days in a
Yeah.
row. Because you know what was on yesterday?
Oh, well, grab that then, yeah.
This is by Terry. I love the colours in that one. And just using that bit of parchment over it, just that the sentiment really stands out, but
Yeah.
you can still see the pattern on there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. I think this is one that Natalie did, wasn't it, on her
Yeah.
show?
It's
Look
really,
at the colours
really
on
nice.
there. And again, I love the white that's been left, isn't
Yeah.
it? So just doing that sort of strip diagonally across the middle there.
Nice, clean and simple.
Yeah, and I think the
You've got those
sentiment
rainbow
in
colours.
black is,
Yeah.
it just really makes it stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Told you there was lots. Look at this one.
So nice.
And again, this one, they've done it so that the sentiment's over all the detail. And this one,
Yeah.
they've kind of left that in the middle there as well. So that is by Natalia. There's just so many lovely makes. Thank you to everyone who has made samples for us. You can't beat the
I love
pink
this
and the yellows,
because
isn't it? I love yeah.
it's
Again, the
two-tone.
white space as
The
well,
white
isn't
space,
it? Yeah.
but the two-tone of the colours.
Yes.
You can't get that with other things.
No.
Like, ink and twist is such a clever concept,
It is.
and it still baffles me how Gent designs them because
Yeah. I think
it would hurt
especially
my
with
brain.
this one,
Yeah.
the way you get the square within the circles as well. And again, like you say, experimenting with the colours, how you've got it sort of much
Yeah, you've got
deeper
that really
tones
nice
here and then sort
ombre,
of
yeah.
fading out more there. These are going to work perfectly with your sentiment, all your
I was
sentiments,
just
aren't
thinking
they?
that, yeah, like
Yeah.
combos. Obviously,
Definitely.
Natalie made this one, and she's got the acetate.
Yeah,
You could be using it with your Meanstone minis, your stamps, your paper craft kits,
Yeah.
all sorts.
so I feel like it's quite, well, for £11.70 for your Diamond Club member, it's a cheap investment to really extend what you've already got
Yeah.
as well, isn't it? Oh, this is clever as well.
Yeah, this is one of the ones I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Where it's come from the gingham, which is just lines. But how nice is that?
Yeah,
Like, rainbow colours, and it looks overlaid, and it looks so deep, like it's got dimension to
yeah.
it.
I feel like this is one of those products you can really like have fun with and
Yeah.
play with and really sort of
And this was
work
the
out
card.
which colours. Look at this.
Yeah, this was the card I was talking about earlier, where it's like
Yeah.
radiates from the centre. But you would
What-
never think that that's come from the gingham mask.
Not at all. So you
So
can
do
see,
so
yeah.
much with it.
Oh, how gorgeous is this one as well? By Jessica. You see just that little panel in the middle, isn't it? Just,
Yeah, it's so nice. And I have a feeling, don't quote me on this, but I have a feeling that there's a step-by-step in the next magazine for this card.
oh, brilliant.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of instructions on the back. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you to Jessica. We love that one. This one, again by Sabira. And love the way you've cut it into panels and just really sort of matte and layered those just to really highlight. And the colours again, isn't it? You've got
was gonna say.
purple, blues, greens,
The clever thing about this is
yellows in there.
she's used different colours for
Yeah.
different size flowers and things like that. So it's, you can mix and match. You can use your finger daubers if you want to. If you're not comfortable with your like your sponges.
Yes, yeah.
Finger daubers are going to be great because you can get into those little details really
Yeah, I like
nicely.
those ones, yeah. And this is another one that Natalie did. So she has heat embossed
Yeah.
through the mask. You can see,
Yeah,
see
she's
there.
heat embossed
Yeah,
and then created like that resist effect, which is really nice. And just a really simple bow as well.
yeah. And then what you could do, you could leave it like that, and then when you get an occasion, just add your sentiment on, isn't it? So you've got them ready to go. This is using our Cute and Cuddly collection again, so you can see how it's going to work so well with all of the things that you've already got. And then this is another clever idea. This is by Debbie, and I think
I think she's used the
inked through it, and then you sort of used your brush marker to
the fine liner.
yeah, the fine liners. Can you see just to that way?
I always do
Just
that.
to sort of draw around, so almost using it as sort of a stencil as well, isn't it? So many ideas of what you can do with these gorgeous masks. So we are going to go over to Stacey for a demo.
Fab. I've just realised that I've not got a piece of paper. I'm just
How can we
sat
not
there
have a
looking
piece
at
of paper?
all the things like, oh, look at this, look at that. Okay, so we're going to show you quite a few techniques in one demo because there are so many techniques, can't possibly do it in the time that we've got. So we're having to skip a little bit. Usually I would like to do a very simple demo of how each one works. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how it works, but also how you can extend them because they do tile as well.
Oh, okay, so although they're 6x6, you could do a 5x7,
Yeah,
8x8.
so we're going to do 6x8. And I've got my grip mat on here so that I don't need to do anything with that. I can just put it on there and it's absolutely fine. And we're going to do, you know, a little bit like spotlight stamping where you have like a grayscale background and then you highlight areas and colour it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little bit of that.
Nice.
So I've got concrete and I've got my mask. And I'm going to go in this way so I've got them kind of falling this way. Now, because your mask is not touching this gripped area, you do need your Loctite tape to hold it in place. Where I would actually do it is along this bottom because you don't want to overlay that ink. Does that make sense? You don't want that weird straight line that you get when you over ink. So just line it up because it is 6x6, so you can line it up really nicely with the edge of your cardstock.
So it's kind of doing two purposes, the tape then, isn't it? So it's holding the stencil down, the mask, but then also you're not going to go over onto the next piece of card.
So I would always just do what I've done and just move it slightly and make sure that it's definitely stuck down because otherwise you can see that's stuck, it's fine. So going in with your concrete, now you don't need to be super dark with this because we want sort of want this to be quite a dull background. So I'm going in quite lightly over all of this.
We have got the grip mat on the second part of the show as well.
Yeah, which is just
We can show you
perfect
that.
for this. So just really lightly, it doesn't have to be exact for this layer. This is going to be our like background layer. Now you could do this with any colour, you don't have to do the grey, you could just do a really light like pink or yellow and then highlight it with a much stronger colour.
You could also do it onto our coloured Matastic card as well, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So you've already got a background colour before you start inking.
Or
masks.
the colour blocks would be really nice. So just going down. I'm just holding that top corner just because it's not taped down in that area. So you've got really quick, simple background just with the flowers. Let me just lift that up. And then what we're going to do, remove this tape carefully. And then this is where I had the mask. So I'm just literally going to pull it down. And what you can do, you can line the flowers up. So you don't have to go all the way down here and try and line anything up.
Yeah.
You just line the flowers up.
Oh yeah, you can see that exactly, yeah.
And then once it's in place, you can then take the top half, so you've not got any ink overlapping there. Just make sure it doesn't move when you're taping it down. To then finish this pattern.
For anyone who hasn't used masks before, Stacey, what would you say is the best way to clean them?
So today, because I'm working in between masks and stuff,
Yeah.
I've just got some really cheap, like, baby wipes.
Okay, yeah.
So as long as they're like fragrance free and, you know, like really
Yeah,
kind,
yeah.
soft, water based, then you can just refresh them in between. But then after the show, I will always go to the sink and just give them a proper clean, and then just air dry them. They will dry pretty quickly. It is absolutely fine though if your masks do stain. There are some colours that you're not going to get out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
some masks are just going to be well used. And then, really quick and simple, you've got that full background. And that
is
was really
gorgeous.
easy to do.
Yeah.
Just like that. So the other thing that we're going to do, so this is going to be our background, and I don't want to twist it, but if you did want to, all you're going to do is, let me line this back up again. Where did I have it? This way.
So there's some you twist 90 degrees and some 180, is that right? Does it say
Yeah,
on the back?
It says on the back,
Yeah.
but you will kind of see how it works. So with this one just twists 180, and you can see that those flowers line up perfectly, and you can see all the centres are going to line up. If I was just twisting it 90 degrees, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it fits. It would give you a really nice sort of scattered effect if you wanted to go over with two.
Yeah, try it, yeah.
But you can just see how it just fits perfectly. So that is how you do the ink and twist concept. That is how you extend your mask. So you would just do exactly the same thing. You'd ink one and then carry on and do the rest. So we're going to do the same thing but in a colour this time. So what I've already done is I've started this one, and we're going to just finish it off. So I went in with Lovely Lilac for my background. So the whole thing is Lovely Lilac, all of this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in with our Petal Pink and our Violet and do the exact same thing.
Oh, nice.
So you can see that was the one that we did, and then we've twisted it and we've got this. So then we can line that back up. Now I just have to remember which colours I used for which one, but that's why I did what I did, so I could remember.
So did you say it was Jen that designs these?
Yeah,
Yeah, so big shout out to Jen. They're just
I know.
such a clever concept.
So we need this one first. So just lining that back up to where it was. And this is going to give us the first part of our shading. Now ignore the outline that I've already done. We're going to do that. That's the second step. It's just that it's all going to take time. And you know how I am with time. So we don't all want to be stood here all day. I'm sure that you would like it, and I would love it, but
Yeah, I think we're
I'd
all
probably get
okay with
told.
that, Stacey,
I
to
know,
be
I'd
honest.
get told off. So we're going to go in with our Petal Pink first. Now you can do this with your finger daubers, but I have left mine at my desk, so
Do you want me to go and get them?
no, it's alright, I can make
Sure?
it work. Yeah. So we're just going to go in with the small flowers first. So it's quite easy to do because you've got almost like a row that you can just follow. And then the same with this row. And this is where your finger daubers would be really good because you can get into those little details and it's not going to overlap. So just going in with all of these. And then just this row at the end.
I love the fact with these as well, you could give them to everyone on the team, couldn't you? And can you imagine all the different cards? Well,
Oh,
we've seen it in
totally
the
different.
samples that we showed, didn't we?
And then, if I show you the process, that gives you that two-tone look. So let me just bring this up. Oh, look at her.
Ah.
Are you going to come in this time, Jess?
Oh, go on, come
Oh,
on.
Jess.
Come and say hello.
So you can see where we've just inked this row, you've got that two-tone flower now. So now we're going to go in and do the bottom half of this. And I'm going to show you how to do the purple. Just make sure that your tape doesn't rip any of the paper, because I've done that a few times. It's very, very sticky. So you just have to line up where you've been before. Now you can see the bottom half is where I've not done the purple. You can see where I've already done it. So it's really easy to line up and then place this down on to your cardstock. So I know that there's quite a lot of techniques in this one, but
But that's what we like, isn't it?
yeah,
I think
there's
with
so
these
many
shows.
different things
Yeah.
that I can't possibly like put it all into one show. So try to put it in multiple techniques into one demo. So we're going down. And just finishing off those pinky colours. So that one's done. Then we're going to go in with our violet. Now violet is very strong. And what you don't want to do is overpower what you've already got.
Yeah.
So I would get a tiny little bit, and then you're going to go in and lightly add it. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take away. You're just going to add all of those colours. And you can just do this with like 2 colours for your ink and twist. I've gone with multiple so I can show you the difference, so you can see how 2 colours would work. So just really carefully going in between, and I've just got my things, haven't I? Not used them. It's fine.
I'm sure you'll use them at some point. This is great because you could have a craft session, couldn't you, where you just create loads of backgrounds, couldn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
You could, yeah. So that is our violet. Now I'm going to show you this, where it's up to. So this is how it looks, and you can see the top half has slightly more emphasis on those centre flowers. So we're just going to finish that off, and the way we're going to do that is go back with our layering masks, twist it back to the way you had it at first, just tape that in place just as a guide. You're going to grab your brush markers and use that fine liner, and what am I doing? This one. And you're just going to go round the edge of all of these purple flowers, not the pinky ones. So you can see why I started this at home, because the drawing part of it takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it because it highlights those petals really nicely. I don't need to do all of them. And it'll make sense why I don't need to do all of them in a minute. So I'll just go round all of these. And if you've got any questions about masks or stencils,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
inks, let us know, because we're always happy. We always like our questions.
Yeah. I've got the chat up, so if you want to put anything on there, we can ask Stacey while she's here.
I'm not going to do a Dan though. I'm not going to give everything away.
Oh, come on. You've got to tell us about the next 5 collections that you've done, Stacey.
Oh dear. Imagine if... So Dan doesn't see a lot of the dies until like they launch, basically.
I feel like there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Because I designed so far in advance. Imagine if Dan saw all the things that we designed. He'd be giving all sorts away.
He took something out of a box on your desk yesterday, and
Did
Natalie
he?
was like, put it back.
I know, because I keep telling him to stop stealing things off my desk. So you can see, just by highlighting those centres, you've now got that two-tone, and it's really, really strong. But how nice is that just as a background in
Just
itself?
gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. As I
So-
say, I'll just have a session where you just make loads of those,
I know.
and then you've got them ready to turn into cards. And I think if you do sort of your 8x6 size, you can sort of cut that down, can't you, into...
Yeah. So the reason why we've done a full one is so then I can line this up with our grey one, because it's exactly the same layout.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to just tape these down, we're going to die cut it, and then we can overlay it to create that spotlight effect. The other thing that I've also done is I've brought out my minis thank you. I've picked out some Matastic that I think will work really nicely with it, and some plain Ink Me as well. So I've gone in with this really nice shade of pink and our Ink Me, so we're going to die cut all that together. So let's bring in...
I think this is another technique though, isn't it? Using your shaped dies to cut into it. Because I think
Yeah.
sometimes when you see it as a square mask, it's easy to kind of just use it in
Yeah.
that way, isn't it?
So
But you
yeah,
can
in
see
this
some of the samples they've done.
in this demo, you've got your ink and twist technique, you've got your extending it to make bigger background techniques,
Yes,
you've got your spotlight technique, you've got your drawing through.
yeah.
So there's quite a lot in this one, and you could just take out one technique that you wanted to. You don't have to do them all. I just wanted to cram in as much as I could. Let's bring that out of the way. Then bring this back in, and what we're going to do is lay them down like this, so then we can see where we're going. Just bring in all of this so I don't lose it. And I do need a card blank, so I'll grab that in a second. Right, don't lose that, Stacey. So let's
We're all
lift
watching
this
that bit
up.
for you.
I know. So bring in your foam pads, because you're going to want to layer this up really nicely. Give that dimension. I think I need to top up on my large ones today. So we know that this is going to go in that bottom corner. And all we need to do now is line it up with that previous. So it's about there. So you've got that beautiful spotlight of colour, but it's not too
Love
strong
this
either.
technique, yeah.
But having the two layouts is much easier to try and line up as well. So going in with these two, you've got that straight edge as well on that circle, which helps when you come to lining it up. You're just lining it up very loosely. So about there. And you've got this final one. Now this one hasn't got a straight edge, so don't twist it too much when you put your foam pad on.
Yes, you can work out.
But you can kind of line it up really quite easily. So about there. So you've got that spotlight of colour coming through from that, and you can use this as well. So if I take all this off,
That could be another background, couldn't
This,
it?
yep,
Yep.
exactly. So this is why you always finish both background, because you've got 2 cards there. Really beautiful. You can just put this on white and have like a sentiment on it. Really, really cute. I always like making 2 cards from one session
yeah.
type thing. I've got my thank you. Going in, covered it all with tape. There you go. I'm going to bring in my dotty tape runner. Now, I couldn't decide whether to mat and layer, but I actually think I like the spotlight of it. Does that make sense? Like,
What, the circles?
no, the whole card.
Oh, okay.
But I do quite like the not having the mat.
Yeah, I think some
Just
of the
having
cards
the
that
colour.
we went through, the samples that we showed in the first part, the ones with the white areas as well, sort of really stand out, don't they?
Yeah. But I feel like if you were to mat and layer it, it's pulling away from that
Yes,
colour
yeah.
that you've already done. So just popping them on there. Although I'm doing a very bad job because I've got inky fingers. I need to oh no, my K's come off.
It's on you.
There you go, it's fine.
But that sentiment's a nice size as well, because it doesn't detract from sort of the rest of the card, does it? Or cover
No.
too much of the card up.
So you can go in with a bigger statement centerpiece
Yeah.
if you want to. Oh, I'm making a right meal of this. I should have just gone in with my wet glue. I'll wash my hands in a minute and then I won't feel as bad. Right, we're getting there. Come on. Right, done. We're done. Scissors. Scissors. About that much. The other thing that you could possibly do is ink around the edges with one of the pinky coloured ink pads that you used. You've got that. Let me just grab a card blank. I don't know if I've got one. Just cut this one down. Let's do tenfold.
Make a lot of 8x6 cards at the minute.
I know that's my new thing.
Yeah.
Let's go in with tape. I'm going to go in there because it is edge to edge, so we don't need to worry about where it's going. Put that on there, and we are done. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm not done. I always forget to add gemstones, always. And hopefully it's dry enough that they are gonna, no they're not. You know what, I'm done. I'm gonna do this while you do the next section,
Okay.
and then I can show you the gemstones.
Okay, thank you.
There you
I
go.
mean, that is such a good idea. And well, I was going to say a technique. There was lots of techniques in there that you are going to be able to copy to use your masks with. Everyone loving the card on the chat, so thank you. And we will see card plus gems in the second
Yeah,
part.
just because it's the ink is still wet, so
Yeah, it makes it difficult for things to stick to.
Gemstones.
So, I said at the start of the show, we have also got our Ultimate Collection #1 on the show today. So this was the first collection of the Ink and Twist masks that we did. Again, you are saving £5, £13 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. And you will be able to see, let me move this out of the way and I'll show you the samples next. The first one that you have got here is called your Spiral. And then I'll just show you the back as well. So if you are new to masks, you can see you've got photographs, written instructions, exactly how you use these step by step, even how to clean them. So you've got all those instructions included with every mask that you purchase. So that is your Spiral. Next up we have got the Scattered Florals.
this is so nice, and it's such a like a random pattern.
Yes.
I actually really like the randomness
Yeah.
of it. I know when Jem was designing this, she had quite a regimented A little bit like the flower one that we've just worked on.
Yeah, a bit more uniform pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I said I
No,
would,
just-
would like a
yeah.
random one.
And I think that one will be brilliant for the technique that you did with the fine liners, isn't it? To draw
Yeah.
around the inside of those
Yeah.
flowers as well. They are a really nice size. So that is that one. You've then got your tartan, which works absolutely brilliantly, doesn't it? I think you can see it. If you just have a look on the back there, you can
Yeah.
see exactly how that one is going to work. And think about all the different colours you could do with that. So that one is your tartan. Again, all of these are your 6x6 in size. And then the last one is your argyle.
I love this one as well.
Yes, yeah.
And I have done this one at home with texture paste, and it's so nice.
That would be
So
gorgeous,
nice.
isn't it? And perfect for those sort of masculine cards as well, isn't it? So that is the Ultimate Collection 1. So you are getting all 4 of those masks within there. But let's have a look at the samples, because I think that really does. And again, look, we've got lots to
So
show
many.
you. Yeah, it really does highlight how they can be used. That is your argyle one there.
And that's with your paper craft, you know, your die cut books.
Yes.
So it's not just inky, messy crafting that you can do with this. You can do it with your paper craft collections.
Yeah, definitely as well. If you've got toppers or pocket pads or little books as well, these
Yeah.
are going to make perfect backgrounds, because you can choose the colours to match your images as well. And I just love the parchment wrapped around there, so you can still see that pattern underneath it. Another gorgeous one by Jessica. This is like an ombre effect, isn't it?
And I think if you're a beginner to stencils and masks, I think this collection is going to give you the confidence to
Definitely.
to
Yeah.
make amazing cards, because the effect, all the hard work is done for you. You
Yes,
just
yeah.
need to choose your colours.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure about colours, then grab the colour handbook with your colour wheel, and then you've got your colours picked for you.
Yeah. And likewise, I always think if you like it, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if whichever colours you choose, if you like the effect, oh, this is such a clever one. So you can see there, it's sort of been made into a sort of like a golfing top, isn't it?
Oh, imagine if you got the suits and stylish suits and woolly jumper
Oh,
die
yes.
set, and you could do it
With
with
that one.
I don't know whether I think we've got a few in stock,
Okay.
but I know that this, pretty sure is going to
Yeah,
be the
but
last
that
time
would
we
work
order it.
perfectly. I love the way they've done that one. That's Natalie there. Another really clever one that she's done.
It's so cute.
Almost looks like my daughter's school skirt.
No, it looks really good. I've not seen that one. It looks really, really cool.
Really good. So you can just the different ways that you can use them is just amazing. So this one is your tartan. So this is by Samantha, and again, love the dark sort of blue in there as well, isn't it? But you can see
Yeah.
how well it works with that red, but also you've still got those strips of white on there as well.
Yeah, it's so nice and clean and simple as well,
Yes.
with those white areas.
Yeah. But with
But
the
you
mask,
could
you get
equally-
those clean lines, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
But you could do this on like your colour block paper pads as well, so you've got those 3 colours in there, which would be really, really nice.
Just
I love this.
this
I love
is
how
your
simple it is.
spiral one. Again, it could almost be like sunshine as well, couldn't it?
It's like great minds. You know the Sunshine in Spring Radiant Sentiment?
Yes.
I did the card for that one, and I used this mask
Okay.
as the sunshine, and I just extended it ever so slightly with using some tape.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got that radiant glow,
Just
which is really
gorgeous,
nice.
isn't it? Love it. And then this one is another really clever one that Rachel did.
I love this one.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. Using all the sort of the colours of the rainbow to do that one on the spiral.
That's that scattered floral,
Yeah.
which you can see.
It's
works
so clever, isn't it? I
beautifully.
love the colours on there as well.
And you can see that the purple flowers you ink through, and it creates the dot centres in your second
Yeah.
colour as well.
But you can see, because the masks are so good, it doesn't, your colours don't blend, do they?
No.
You know, like if you had to do that any other way, your purple would go into the pink. And
Oh, yeah.
But with this one, it doesn't. But I really love that scatter effect on there. Another gorgeous one. Jessica. This is clever as well.
Love
Just
this one.
using that strip across the middle.
I think rainbow is definitely very
Yes.
on trend at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we all need a little bit of sunshine in our lives.
We do. I don't think we're going to get it today.
No, I don't. We can imagine it though.
Yeah, I think Thursday looks all right. So you've got the gems in the middle of those flowers, which work perfectly with those as well. And then, let me just double check for those ones. Okay, I will do. So those are the samples with the ink and twist. We've also got, I love this one, the Hunky Dory.
I'm so glad this is on today.
I know.
I
Are
saw-
you using it?
No,
Oh.
I saw a big box of them the other day and I was like, we've not shown these for ages.
Yeah.
And I forgot about them and I need to get mine back out and start crafting with them.
Do you know what I want to do with it? I bought, you know, like a 3D box frame.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to do like a colour wheel in there, but with these.
That would be really
So
cool.
colour, like a set in red and then set in yellow, and kind of do a colour wheel of
Yeah.
craft tools in a box frame. So that is my plan. So this is for the love of stamps, Hunky Dory Essentials, 22 stamps. Should be $11.99, but just $9.99. Happiness is crafting. I mean, we all agree, don't we? It
We
is
do.
just the best thing. But you've got your scoreboard in there, you've got your scissors, you've got your stamping press, you've got your caddy, your ink tools, your heat tool, your trim out, just everything. Let me show you on the back as well.
It's so cool.
I mean, obviously they've all been coloured in purple on there because
obviously.
that is our colour, but you can also colour them whichever way you want. But just a really lovely set, and I think to do some sort of projects for your own craft room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted mine to do. So definitely grab that while it is on offer, just $9.99. And we have got some cards here to show you. That one has been made using the trademark purple.
I know. Well, if you're a collector of all things Hunky Dory, then you definitely need this
Yeah.
in your life.
Can I just say, is that the Argyle mask being
It
embossed?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
the Argyle mask.
we've
That's
got
just
that.
been
So this
embossed.
mask here has been embossed. Let me just grab it. There you go.
Using
Onto
your die
the
cutting
background
machine.
there. So all you need to do to emboss it, you really just need to trial out your plates, don't you? Because for each
Yeah.
machine, it is slightly different. But definitely give that technique a go. I love it on the white. It just adds that dimension to the background.
Just adds that texture that you don't get with that flat white that you usually
Yeah.
get.
Love this one. Again, you've got those rainbow colours on those blending tools there. And how lovely if you're in a craft group or you've got crafty friends, you could
Definitely.
send these to. I just put that up in my craft room.
You could make get little shrink plastic. Make little shrink plastic adorable scoreboards, earrings.
That's what we
Oh.
need. As if by magic. Oh my gosh.
Have you actually,
Have you seen
somebody actually
these?
made them?
Might even
cute is
come
that?
out from
I didn't
behind the
even know that we had
desk.
them.
Look at these. So that top one there, oh, how am I going to show it properly? Says to my favourite crafter. So that is the sentiment
Oh.
in there. You have got, you see your heat tool
That is
there.
very cute.
These are so good. Look at that. You've got your stamping press. You can see it. Love it. And your scoreboard there. Oh gosh, I love that.
Yeah, I think
And
we
you-
all need scoreboard earrings.
I think we do. So that is the stamps done onto shrink plastic. They are just brilliant. So make sure you pick up that set, just $9.99. Next up, we have got some essentials. So first up, we have got the grip mat that Stacey was using in her first demonstration. I mean, this is an essential, isn't it? If you're
I
using
use
masks.
this every single day with my crafting now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did beforehand. Well, just use a lot of tape, obviously. But
Yes.
like it, even just colouring onto.
Yeah.
So I used my my mat for colouring, so I don't have to hold all the little tiny pieces that I'm trying to colour. And I die cut some letters before,
Yeah.
and then I actually coloured them after, you know, inked them
Oh,
afterwards.
okay, yeah.
Because they just stay on your mat.
Okay, so can you ink on this as well?
You can ink onto it,
Yeah.
straight onto it, and then you just clean it off with a baby wipe in between.
Okay.
But if you want to properly wash it, then just really, really light sort of washing up liquid.
Okay. And leave it to dry, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no abrasives, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just give it a quick wash and it'll be naturally sticky again. And just leave it to air dry.
And you can see it's 8.7 inches square. Just you can see there. And it has got those grid marks and measurements on there as well. Should be $19.99, or if you are a Diamond Club member, just $17.99 for your grip mat. Next up, another essential if you are using the masks are your blending tools. So in this set you are getting the blending tools, 2 of those, and also 2 packs of foam pads. So you've got 30 foam pads in total. There should be $11.99 or $10.79 if you are a Diamond Club member. And again, I love the fact that these are circular, and then it doesn't give you that sort of really harsh line, does it? You've got lots of the blending sponges there that you can attach to the sort of the reverse of your ink pads as well, isn't it, to keep them safe? So $11.99 or $10.79 if you are a Diamond Club member for those. Next up, we have got the low tack tape. So this is $1.99 or $1.79 for Diamond Club members, and you can see it's a 10-metre roll, just perfect for using with your masks, either to hold them down if you haven't got the grip mat, or excuse me, if you want to
If you want to mask the area so you don't get ink elsewhere on your page, like we did with our previous one.
Yeah.
It's really good. But also, if you are not using masks, you could just mask areas like strips.
Yes, yeah.
And then ink over it and lift the masking tape up, so you've got your own ready-made background.
Yeah, we saw some
from the
nice
masking
examples, didn't we, where they'd just done it through the middle of the card, and then there was another one where they'd left the middle of the card clean and then done it either side. So low tack tape is definitely what you need. We have also got the 5-pack, so you are getting all of those different widths.
Bargain.
I know, in the tape. 5 different patterns and widths. Should be $9.99, but your Super Saver offer is $5.99. So make sure you do stock up on those.
Definitely get
They
one
are
of them.
perfect, aren't they?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we'll come back to you for another demo.
Fab. So we've got our grip mat out again. We've got our colour blocks, and I'm pretty sure this is from our Brights. And I've just cut it down to 6x4. Then we've got our beautiful basket weave. And the really nice thing about the grip mat, when we've got a little bit of space, is we can attach that either side, like so, and it is not going to move. This is why I love the grip mat. I love it so much. So we're going to go in with our tiny ink pad that Lisa commented on last week. It is our VersaFine. I just attach a foam pad onto the top, like we did the other ones, but I attach it onto the top just because it's not as deep at the bottom. You can go straight in like this if you want to. Me and Natalie find that we get a nicer finish if we go in with a sponge.
Rather than doing the ink pad straight onto
rather
it.
than
Yeah,
doing it straight onto the thing. We find it just gives a nicer, cleaner finish. So we're just going in with our VersaFine, because we're going to do some heat embossing. We're going to do heat embossing twice, so you'll have to bear with me, because there's no way that I could have sped this up without just cutting to the end result. So.
No, I think it's nice to see the process, isn't it? Because I think there's a couple of people who have commented saying that they've bought masks but haven't used them.
Oh, definitely.
Enough, yeah.
Use them, yeah. Get them out. They're reusable, so you're not gonna damage them or any way. You know, just grab a piece of paper, get those inks out, even the fine liners out, and you will have such fun just playing with colours, different overlays, different backgrounds. So we're going to lift this up. and you won't see it, but I can see that it is beautifully embossed. Now we're going to do gold first. So I brought in my gold embossing powder. So we're just going to go across the top and then lift.
Oh, look at that. There's still something magic about heat embossing, isn't there?
I know. Make sure that all the areas are off. Let's just move that out of the way for a second. Then we are going to heat emboss this. Now don't do what I did earlier.
Go on, show me. Go on.
I used the wrong end and I used my spatula, and now my spatula is no longer a spatula. It's like a little hook because I melted it. So don't do that, people. You will ruin your tool. Okay. So, well, I've just realised that you can't see anything that I'm doing because I've not moved anything. Let's actually show everybody what I'm doing. Now, because this is paper, I would just keep moving your tool until it heats up properly.
Yeah.
Otherwise it will curl. I mean, you can see it curling a little bit. But just, once it turns, you can then just
Oh, look at that.
work your way through.
And then sometimes I just heat it from underneath as well, and it kind of bends back the other way then as well, doesn't it?
You can see how crisp those lines are.
Still like magic.
So that is the first part. And just bend it back into its shape. But you could just leave it like that.
Yeah,
But we're
definitely.
going to go one step further. We are going to bring in back the grip mat. Going to place this back onto here. So we had it this way. Now we're going to twist it. And the reason why you've done the gold first is so then you can actually line this up really easily. So you can stick that back down. And we're going to go in again with our embossing tool, ink even.
Have Fiona said, step 1, buy masks, check. Step 2, watch demos to learn how to use masks, check. Step 3, actually, in capital letters, use said masks.
You
To
do.
be completed. You must, honestly, it's just so much fun, isn't it?
I'm on Friday. Somebody needs to tell me whether she's got them out and demoed
Oh.
by Friday.
There you go, Fiona. Are you accepting the challenge?
I'm expecting big things by Friday. So,
Colleen said, been so engrossed and realised I haven't said good morning to everyone. Morning.
just go round. And I'm only holding this with this hand just out of habit. You can just do it with one hand, which is what I love. A little bit of lazy crafting.
Or you could be multitasking.
If I could,
There
exactly.
you go.
If I could be lazy all the time, I would. Right, just putting that in there so I don't.
Have you got a snack today, Lisa?
I've already eaten it.
What did you have?
I had a
It's
scone.
gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
So let's just bring this back up. Move this out of the way. Bring in a separate piece of paper, not the gold, otherwise you will get gold everywhere as well. And I've gone in with our clear embossing powder this
Oh,
time.
nice.
Missed a bit on that corner.
Even though it's clear, you can see, can't you?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
So like
Oh,
that. Let's just move this up, out the way. And then we're going to heat emboss this bit.
You can really see that changing.
Say that again.
You can really see it
Can you?
changing,
Yeah.
And so even though it's clear, you can still...
There's a method to the madness. There is.
Just the process.
Yeah. So we've got that clear embossing now. Amy, can I give you this? Because I know that I'm going to spill it.
You got more faith in me?
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. You know, I'm clumsy today. So bringing in that grip mat again, we've got this that can go onto here, and then I put my ink pads out of the way, and I don't know why I did that. So I've gone in with Blueberry and Stormy Night. Now the reason why we've got the clear is because it's going to keep that blue that's underneath it. So it's going to pop out really nicely. So go in with your lighter colour first.
I like these choice of colours.
And you can start seeing the change. So it starts bringing out that blue colour underneath.
I don't know why that makes me feel so happy.
It does, doesn't it?
It's
Generally, I'm like leaning forward on the desk, just watching it.
Such a clever technique.
That's genius.
I love techniques like this where it's almost like
Yeah.
a reveal.
But that's why you have to get your masks out and play with them, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. And go back and watch
Oh, I love that.
like all the Ink and Twist mask shows.
Yeah.
So you've got that base colour now with that blue coming through on that clear embossing. And then we're going to go in with Stormy Night just to add a little bit more depth to it. Because when you start adding it to the corners and around the edges, it really pops again.
Fiona says, okay, I'm sold. This is stunning.
So you get that glow in the centre, which is beautiful. Now, I haven't brought it in. Have we got any like white tissue? Like, Lisa knows what I mean. Yes, please.
I was about to get you a piece of parchment, so I genuinely didn't know what you wanted.
Thank you. So, a bit of kitchen roll. That was the word I was looking for, kitchen roll. And then what you're going to do is just buff this. And it's going to bring the ink that's sitting on that clear embossing and the gold. It's going to just take that off and just make that embossing pop even more. So now you have this with so many different colours
Look at
in
that.
there. So you've got your background. And then what I've done is I've got our Dotty initials, and I started this earlier before the show, but I've used the same colour inks to do this one. This is where I said that I die cut earlier, and then I literally just inked it onto there. That's
Yeah.
how good the grip mat is. And then I've created this distressed effect. Now all you need to do with this, you can do it a few ways. You can either go straight in like this, but you have to make sure the ink is dry. So the ink, when you've inked it, make sure that that is dry, otherwise your powder will stick to the colour.
How long would you say that would take?
Well, I used my heat gun
Okay, yeah.
for these, and then what I did is I got a dry paintbrush. It's just one of my water brushes, and I just went through and got rid of anything that I didn't want.
Okay, yeah.
But you do want them quite distressed anyway, so you don't have to worry too much about. I'm just going to use this to add some in there, and then add.
Oh, everyone's loving this. Lynn says amazing. Stacey Viv says, wow, Stacey, that looks amazing.
So just keep going through, bring in your gold embossing base again, add this onto there. So you can see that there is embossing in this. So what I would do is just go in with a paintbrush, get rid of any bits that you don't want. So I kind of want it in the middle, like on the edges rather than the middle. And then, move that out of the way, we can heat emboss this so it all matches with that background beautifully. Oh, have I pulled it out? Have I broken something?
Where's it? No, where's it?
Trained.
The heat tool on? Where's it plugged in? Behind there or this side?
I've not got a clue.
It might just be because I've used it a few times.
I don't know where the plug's gone.
We'll leave it a minute and see, because it is quite warm.
Oh, is the extension lead not this bookcase by Michelle?
Oh yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
it is in.
It
It's
is
probably,
in, yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think it's probably just because I've used it quite a lot.
You want us to grab the other one?
No, we can start layering this up first. Give me that out of the way. So 6x4 card blank. I'm just going to cut one down. What do I want? Do I want it that way? Yeah.
Yeah, Colleen says she's got a whole container of various embossing powders and forgets to use them. I'll definitely have to now.
Oh, definitely.
That's what it does though, doesn't it? You buy
Yeah.
these masks and then it opens up opportunities with the rest of your stash as well, doesn't it? Your
Yeah, I think-
inks, your embossing powders.
I think a lot of people think like embossing powders are mainly for stamping,
Yes, yeah.
but actually it gives you a really, really nice effect through masks because you can get quite distressed with it as well. So if you didn't go in as perfect with, you know, sponging it on,
Yeah.
you can get a really nice distressed effect. And then you can be creating things like junk journals, scrapbook pages, really quite a distressed feel. That is really nice.
And I always do that. If you're worried it's not going to be perfect, just go for that distressed look, isn't it?
Definitely,
And then
yeah.
you know.
So I'm going in with my black foam pads because there is the little dots on here. Go with that side. Hopefully they're not too thick. They might just be right. Let's cut this one in half. The other thing is that you could do, just thought about it now, you could stick your foam pads on and then you could put glitter through the holes,
Oh, nice.
you know, so then you've got that
Yeah.
two-tone. Right, so I'm hoping that this is going to fit really nicely, and we've got
Oh, I love
Dad.
this.
but because you've got that black foam pad, it just stands out as well, really nicely. So just cut that in half again.
Yeah, those are a necessity, aren't they, for cards like this?
Definitely, yeah. Because it doesn't matter if you go over the edge a little bit as well. Like if it creeps
Yeah, if you
off.
can just see it, yeah.
So we've got that. Let's see if this is going to turn on. No, we'll come back to that. I'll leave it and we'll leave it to the last one. But I'll show you the first card first.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first one that we did. And all I've done is I've added pearl gemstones to the coloured areas, which just gives it another lift off that grayscale background. So that's the first one. This is Da. But totally different again, and you've got all that embossing, all the different colours. You've got that distressed feel to the letters as well. And we will finish it, so it says Dad.
That, honestly, I'm sure there's going to be so many people that are going to dig out those embossing powders
Definitely.
and give that a go, because it is just stunning, isn't it? And the depth and dimension and you get with it
Oh, I know, yeah.
makes it, I mean, there's a couple of processes to it, but it you know, people will look at it and not know how you've done it, won't they?
No, you wouldn't tell that that's come from a stencil.
No, not at all.
If you told somebody, oh, I did this from
Yeah.
one stencil that cost me, what, £4.50 on
Yes,
its
yeah.
own, that's it.
Yeah.
£4.50, some cardstock and some embossing powder.
And like we say, if you in the chat, I think a lot of people have already got embossing powders and
Do
things
the same
at
technique
home.
with your ones that you've already
Yeah.
got. Yeah.
So definitely give it a go. If anyone does give it a go, please do send us pictures. We do love to see what you make as well. Thank you. Absolutely love
welcome.
that. So, Win It Weekly reminder, you are in with a chance to win our Craft Wire and Pliers Ultimate Collection. So within this, you are getting the template handbook, which is an essential. You are also getting 3 pairs of pliers. And then lastly, 45 metres of your craft wire. So you can see you've got kind of got like the brights, the pastels and sort of the metallics on there. Worth $32.95. 4 lucky winners are going to win that. All you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. The world record for the most sticky notes stuck on a face in 30 seconds is A, 43, B, 38 and C, 47. Like, share and comment and we will announce the winner during Friday's show. As we said earlier, there are some super saver deals. These are all ending this Sunday, which is the 2nd of March at midnight. And I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. I can't believe we're going to be into March at the weekend. It is just
makes me feel a
crazy,
little bit
isn't
sick.
it? But we have got some brilliant offers for you. First of all, we have got your Peel-Offs Ultimate Collection. You are getting 48 sheets of your Peel-Offs, 24 designs in gold and your silver. So we'll just have a look at these. So these are your floral outlines.
I can't believe these are in Super Savers.
I know. I
This
feel
is
like with
such a good
Peel-Offs,
deal.
there was something that was around quite a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've kind of brought them back.
I feel like we brought
the
them back
next level, haven't we?
with style.
With a modern,
Yeah.
stylish twist to them. So that's your floral outlines there. You've then got your butterflies and dragonflies there. And you can see, let me turn it over, you might be able to see clearly. And
It's
don't forget,
absolutely
you can
beautiful.
use the stickers and the backing as well, can't you?
And again, so many techniques
Yeah.
that you can do with these.
You have got your borders and corners there. And you just see how many you get just on one sheet. So you're getting 12 sheets in each packet. So that's 48 sheets. But you can see how many you are getting within there. And lastly, we've got the sentiments, the alphabet and the numbers.
They're going to be so handy
Perfect.
for personalising your cards and
Yeah.
things like that.
That is the best thing, I think, about handmade cards, is that you can personalise
Yeah.
them, isn't it? So you can put names on there, you can put ages, maybe it's an anniversary, a birthday. So you're getting the 4 packets there, 48 sheets in total. But what you are also getting, which just takes it to the next level is your project book. So this is full of ideas of how you can use your peel-offs. Just stunning projects. You can see there how the letters and the numbers have been used.
Yeah, you can use them on acetate. You could
Yeah,
use them with
craft card on this one here.
I like the technique that you did where you use it as almost like a stencil,
Yes,
and then you lift it off.
yeah. But you can see, I don't know if that's in there. I'll have to. Should be, shouldn't it? But you can see, you can also stick them onto pattern papers or coloured cardstock and cut around them as well. That is
Ooh,
using your
that's nice.
glitter shimmer card. That are just endless. I love this one here as well. How stylish is that
It's
as well?
really nice,
And
yeah.
it's just coming from those stickers, isn't it? So lots and lots of different ideas. And the best thing about them, they stick to acetate and you don't need to mess around with any adhesive. You're not going to be able to see any of that because they are already sticky. So, that one's stuck. I've stuck the pages together. That one is a frame there. I love that one. Using your alcohol markers to colour them in there. So definitely worth getting. If you want the project book on its own, 52 pages, it is on offer at the moment, just $5.99, and that'll be one of those that will stay on your desk all the time. But if you do want it along with those 48 sheets of your peel-offs, $33.95 for a Super Saver, but only until Sunday. So make sure you get hold of those. If you do want the packets individually, so each one of these contains 12 sheets and you get both gold and silver in them. They should be $9.99 but on offer currently at $6.99. So if you know there's one or more of those you are going to use most often, maybe you've already got the collection, you just need to top up on some of them, then now is the time, just $6.99 per packet for those peel-offs, which is brilliant. Next up we have got, I'm reading my list, I'm being ever so good. Burnishing tool, do my job properly, get me. The Crafty burnishing tool, this is an essential to use with those peel-offs and your stickers, just to make sure you've got an even pressure, isn't it, when you apply them, especially if they're one of the larger peel-off stickers there. Should be $4.99, but currently on offer at £3.50, and just an essential tool that can stay in your sort of craft caddy all the time, isn't it? Next up, and you saw it in the peel-off book, clear acetate.
Ooh.
Making your stepper cards from this,
offer.
because it is 220 micron, it is construction weight, so you can make boxes, stepper cards with it as well. 20 sheets you are getting in here, $7.99.
That's a good
I mean,
offer.
we don't need to put things like acetate on offer, do we? Because we're never going to get rid of it.
No.
Like discontinue the range. We're always going to have it. So we don't ever need to put it up, but it's just nice to have it on that Super Saver and to stock up. So 20 sheets should be $9.99, but your Super Saver price is $7.99 for this week.
I'd definitely stock up on
I
that.
dread
That
to
is
think
a
how
good
much
offer.
acetate we get through in this
Oh, I
office.
know.
It's just great, isn't it? And as I say, for easel cards, stepper cards, your boxes, it's going to work perfectly with those peel-offs as well. Next up, oh, look at this.
This is another amazing
Look
offer.
this. Your Prism craft markers. So each pack contains 6 pens. You can see all the different packs within there. Should be $9.99 for a pack of 6, which is a bargain because in the past I've paid over £3 for an alcohol marker. So one pack is $9.99, but they are currently, they're telling me to bug off.
I know.
Buy one, get one free. So you are getting 12 alcohol markers, craft markers for $9.99.
That's just an amazing deal.
That is brilliant. So it might be that you haven't got all of these colours. It might be that you want to get the full set. I mean, I could stand here and work that out, but you might be here a while.
I'm sure that is cheaper than like the bundle.
2,
sure it
3,
is.
4, 5, 6.
And
£70, is that right? Just under £70 for
for a full
the
set
whole-
of alcohol markers,
yeah.
and you've got your colourless blender in the pack,
Yes,
in one of the packs.
yeah.
And there's obviously there's lots of different colours there, but think about overlaying the colours as well. You can blend the colours beautifully.
Yeah.
So many things you can do with this, because obviously you can draw on your acetate as well. So it's going to be great with your acetate. It's going to be great with your peel offs.
I think there's a technique in the book
Yeah.
where you put your peel off stickers onto the acetate and then usually, your craft markers to colour them in as well.
Almost as if we chose products than coordinated.
It is.
I mean,
it's exactly.
Genius! Aren't
You
we?
are so clever, Lisa.
Imagine how it all just comes together when we walk in. So those are your Prism craft markers. Buy one, get one free. Make sure you get hold of those if you need to stock up on your alcohol markers. I mean, colouring's just the best thing ever, isn't it?
It is.
Just absolutely love it. So going back, if I can find them, I've got 2. Oh, you are 3.
Oh, great.
Yay! Look at me.
If you saw the amount of stuff that's in between me and Amy right now.
I'm trying. I'm trying. So the ink and twist backgrounds, this is the second collection that we have brought to you. You are getting all 4 of these 6x6 masks, £13 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. And just to go through again, they're just, I mean, you've seen how Stacey's been using them during her demonstrations so far, and I'm sure you've got lots of ideas as to how you could use them. That is the basket weed that Stacey used in her last demo with that gorgeous embossing powders on there. You've then got your gingham, and then lastly your layered flowers, which Stacey used in her first demo. So all 4 of those masks for £13 or £11.70. It is
I
just
still can't believe the price.
phenomenal,
of masks.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And if anyone, let's go through them quickly, didn't see, these are the ways that you can use them. So that is using the flowers. So the concept is that you ink through the mask and then twist it either 90 degrees or 180 degrees, and that will turn it into these patterns. So that is your gingham there. Looks so good in that red, doesn't it?
It does.
And that with the blue and the oranges there. And then lastly,
The other thing with
Just
the basket weed,
gorgeous.
you don't have to twist it either. You can just offset it. So you can have them all going the same way, but 2 different colours.
oh, clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Another technique that you
Another
can all
technique.
try out.
Just threw that one out for
Just
free.
add- we need a little tick number at
I
the
know.
bottom.
Ding.
Every time Stacey says a technique, the number goes up. So a few more examples, because that is what we like to see, isn't it? Oh, look at that one. She's done the flower one
I
through
know,
the
it's so
window.
nice. They look like little suns.
It just looks like a lovely day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
New beginnings, as it says. That one has been made by Debbie. Love that one. Thank you. Natalia's done this one. So again, cutting that panel down so you don't have to use it as a 6x6 size. As Stacey showed, you can extend it, but then you can also cut into it as well.
Yep.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, that one's nice.
So that has been done using glimmer paste. So you can see another way that you are going to be able to use them. And you see as we go through kind of all the different sizes of the cards as well, and all the
Yeah.
different occasions that you are going to be able to cater for. So cheers, you're the best. I love that when it fades. That's a
I
really
love it when it fades.
cool
yeah.
technique. This is what we like to see. The best is yet to come.
I love this one.
Look it, and do you know what I love? Look,
I know, that's why I love it. It's great.
how often do we ignore the back?
I know.
Well, we don't when we do, when we do our concept cards, we're really good, aren't we, at making
Yeah.
sure the front and the back panel of the card blanks and the quick card pads are decorated. But I think a lot of the time we focus so much on the front. That is gorgeous. Love that one. Sorry, I'm trying to work out how that one's been done. Can you see?
Is it craft card?
Can you see there?
Oh, yeah. Is it embossed or? I'll have a look.
Have a look at that one. Can you see? It's gorgeous.
Oh, is it maybe a gel pen? Metallic pen.
Oh.
So gone round the outside, a bit like drawn round it with a
Okay.
metallic pen.
So that is drawn around it. You can just about. Can you?
Yeah,
there you
you can
go.
see it there.
Yeah. Using a metallic pen. So another way you can do that. Oh.
I love this. So simple.
Yeah.
But so beautiful as well.
Just going to bring all your dyes out to use with it.
I love this.
How clever is that as well?
I like the way they're all going a different way.
Yes, yeah. And that is just on sort of our coloured Maptastic, isn't it there?
This is one of my favourites. I'm pretty sure this is Gildan Flakes.
Yes, I would have thought, yeah.
But how nice is that?
So to do it with the gilding flakes, could you just use that ink you used with the embossing powders?
I think so.
I would have thought so, would
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
You've used Gildan Flakes more than I have.
I think that would work.
I would
love
use
that.
Versifine, yeah.
And look,
You can buy specific like sticky inks as well.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
buy like sticky
I think
tacky glue
I
as
think
well.
I've got an embossing powder that, when you heat it, stays sticky for that
Yeah.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I love the way she's done it, like diagonally as well.
yeah.
Just
Really
using that
nice.
sentence. That's
Really
by
nice,
Natalia. Love that one. Another gorgeous one. Just drawing around those flowers again. On that white background. Just clean and simple, isn't it? But
Yeah.
lots of detail in it. Another one with that flower one. Just
I
cutting
love the
into
two-tone
it.
effect that you get with the flowers.
Yeah. It's such a clever concept, isn't it? And then just using it on there with that parchment or vellum as well with the sentiment on. Absolutely gorgeous samples. So thank you so much again to everyone who has made samples for the show. It's clear that everyone loved
Yeah.
using them and loved
Yeah.
having a go with them. So that is the ultimate collection too. Those 4 masks, £13 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. I think I've done everything on my list.
That was quite a big list.
Wow. I might even have done it in order.
That is very good because you know we struggle to get Daniel to do anything in
Yeah,
order.
but it's always fun, isn't it?
I like the way he gets
It's always
the
a
list
good
as
show,
well.
isn't it?
He doesn't follow any of the list. He just makes his own list and adds other things into the list as well. Nightmare.
It's what you can do when you're the boss. Right, demo time. What are we going to do?
So we're going to use this mask because
Oh,
it's
nice.
absolutely my favourite. Some of the card models were absolutely beautiful and stunning. So we're going to use this. What I've done first is I've got my Elegant Sentiments Lovely Wishes combo set. So then I can pick out a sentiment. So I've already stamped it onto Inkme, but I've also I'm going to cut in the die on this and it will make sense as to why we're doing that. So let's cut
Fiona's
this
just had a good idea. She put so many ideas. I'll have to screenshot some of them.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
That's
yeah.
a really good
I have
idea,
all
isn't
sorts
it?
of screenshots, yeah.
Oh, my phone is half photographs, half screenshots of cards that I want to make that I've seen.
I'm just going to add a piece of cardstock to protect that. Where's my other plate gone? Oh, I've got 2 plates here. So let's just cut this. So cut this first because we're going to do a little bit of embossing, which is my favourite technique. And you don't want to squash the embossing when you die cut. So die cut first and then emboss.
Yeah.
So I've got that piece. So take this off. And then add that to your grip mat.
This looks exciting.
Add this. And you want to sort of do it so then it's vaguely central, so you've got even top and bottom.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. So just squish it down and you can see the colour changes when it's gripped onto there. And then we're going to go in with our Buttercup and Pear Green. Now I have a feeling that I had a I'm sure I said in my head we'll do one colour first. I can't remember what colour I was going to
Oh,
do.
okay.
I think it was yellow first. Is it yellow? Let's do yellow first. No, I've changed my mind. We're doing green first. We're doing green. So we're going to go through and ink all of this with the pear green. Because I was playing around yesterday and I think the temptation is to start with your lighter colour, but I think I found it better to go in with my darker colour first.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'd like to give you a reason why, but I don't have one.
Just tried and tested, isn't
Yeah,
it? Just what
I
you...
think I got a better overlay.
Oh,
Like
okay.
The colour, I could get better colour overlay if I did the darker colour first.
The green and yellow are just lovely colours though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Spring-like.
And if Natalie was here now, she'd be asking me if I was okay, because I don't usually use green.
Oh, do you not? Are you not a green?
I'm not a green
Are you not?
person, no.
I feel
So-
like it's becoming quite popular again though, you know, sort of, well, our cardstock, the new Adorable Scorable, you know, like the green tea,
Yeah,
almost like a sagey green. I feel like it, like in home decor and things like that, it's becoming
yeah.
quite popular again, isn't it?
So that is our base layer. So let's take this off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to emboss this. We're going to twist it and emboss. So, like a balancing act over there, because all the plates are a little bit wobbly.
I think there's a balancing act going on across the whole of the counter.
Stay. No. Do that instead. So it is your white plate. I'm pretty sure it's that and then that.
So this is if you've got the Gemini 2
Yes.
machine.
So you're going to twist it and line it up where you want it. And then what I would do is get a tiny little bit and just place it somewhere, just to keep it vaguely in place. Now I'm pretty sure it's that. We'll run it through, and if not, we can always add another plate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just breaking everything now.
Well, Donna said she loves pale greens and lilacs together. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
Be a
I
nice
do like that. I
combination.
tried a few different colours. Tried a lot of like red and yellows,
Yes, yeah.
and orange and yellow. That was really nice.
Mhm.
Just wanted something a bit different than I would usually do. So let me just check. No, I'm pretty sure I need another plate, and I probably need to do it that way. Let's try that one. We should write down the plates.
Because
and
every
stick it up on the
every
wall.
single time we do it.
Literally just thinking, surely we should have mastered this better.
I know.
No.
You know what? After the show, I'm going to write it down and we're going to stick it on the wall next to us, and then we know, because I'm pretty sure that I've not done it right again. Ever so slightly. Let me just. We'll get there.
What plates are left?
I think it's just the which way round it goes
Oh, okay.
on the mat. I think you need the pressure to go up. I think.
Like you say, we just try it, isn't
Just
it?
make it up.
Every
half the
machine
time.
will be different, so just try it at home and see.
I do just make it up.
And write it down.
There you go. So, for anybody watching,
You should write this down.
your white plate, your rubber mat, you want your cardstock facing up, and then you've got your two other plates as well. And then what happens, I don't want to move it too much because I want to ink it. But if I do this, you don't even need to ink it if you didn't want
Yeah,
to,
you can see that.
because you get that effect. But before we do that, I'm just going to place it back down, stick this back onto there, you can then take this off because you've stuck your grip mat. You've stuck your max down on your grip mat. It has shifted ever so slightly on that side. And then we can go in with our yellow just to highlight it even more. But I'm just going to go in really lightly with it.
That's a nice thing about ink. So one ink pad can give you, I know it sounds like lots of different colours almost, can't it? Like
Yeah.
different depths of colour really. Depending on how much you kind of put on the blending tool, isn't it? And what pressure you put on.
Yeah, because I'm going in quite lightly
Yeah.
with this. But you can see that I'm still adding ink. But I'm not pressing down too hard on the ink pad either. And then, just to highlight it a little bit more, get a finger dauber. I don't think I've got one for that colour, so I'm going to use a new one. And then the centres go in quite hard with it. And it doesn't matter if you go over because it's going to give you a nice little glow around the edge as well.
You see where those finger daubers work perfectly, isn't it? When you've
Yeah.
just got those small areas.
YouTube, I think there's a question for Steph as well.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at this. So you get the two-tone colour, but you also get the embossing, which it doesn't do it justice on TV or on screen. But you just get that texture and it rises ever so slightly. So it's absolutely beautiful. And then the other thing that we can do is quickly just get some tissue paper. Just going to wipe down my mask. And I don't want it wet, which is why I'm using the just a dry kitchen towel. Let's move this out. Oh, I've just moved the whole thing. That's how grippy it is. It's just lifted this up and this stuck down.
Is it a question, Lita, or is it the asks?
Carol at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. So, Carol, this is for you, Stacey.
Yeah.
She has two asks for you. Number one, to have a rectangle mini nesting die set, but to also include a layer that can match the size of parchment paper patterns.
Parchment paper pattern. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Carol, if you just let us know which parchment paper patterns
Yeah,
you
if you
mean,
let
we
me
can
know.
answer that. And number two, to have a happy birthday sentiment in the same font as the Chia sentiment,
We can look into that, yeah.
and include a shadow die.
Yeah, we can definitely. Can somebody remind me of that after the show? And
Yeah.
I'll put it on the list. I'm not saying it's going to be straight away, but it'll definitely go on the list. There just needs to be the right time and place for it and things like that. So now we know what the plates are. I've just stuck that down onto a 6x6 piece of cardstock. I'm going to emboss this again. And then we can put our card together. Look at this.
Look at that.
I love this. Look at it. I just love embossing with the masks. It's so nice. Okay, so what I did was I stamped this onto a separate piece so then I could overlay it and it's not got that embossing on it. So we're going to add foam pads around it to start with.
The other lovely thing about masks as well is how easy they are to store as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're
Like,
so
they
much
don't take up
thinner
any room. Yeah.
than like embossing folders. Hopefully that's enough space. But yeah, really easy to store.
Oh, get what Carol means now. Thank you, Carol. She means, you know, like the pretty poppies or the floral serenity
Oh.
where there's rectangular images in the parchment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will speak to like the paper craft side of the team,
Yes.
because it might be that we can actually size the artwork to a current nesting
Or
die.
the other way. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Or
so-
vice versa. If
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Leave it-
thank you for that, Carol. Yeah, perfect.
So then we're
That's
just going
a
to
good
line
idea.
it up with what we've already embossed top and bottom. But before I put it down, I'm just going to bring in some ribbon. Now, it's a pretty good match really, but I pulled it out of the ribbon box. And Amy knows what the ribbon box looks like. I'm surprised.
I was just about to say that, Lisa. It's 10 times better. I mean,
It's
the
quite
fact
good.
that we've got it in a box these days is a step up
Small in.
from the bottom of the trolley. Yeah.
Let's go with... I want to put a little bow in it, but I'm not very good at bows, so we're just going to do a normal bow. So I'm just going to stick some tape on where I want it.
I've still not mastered bows properly.
No,
It takes me several attempts before I do one that is okay.
I need... if anyone watched the show a while ago, Natalie was on the show with me and she gave me a bow maker and she told me to practice and I've still not done it. So
You
I'm
do
gonna
your
have to, I'm
homework.
gonna have to
Yeah.
sit down and learn how to do it properly. Oh, come on, tape.
Mind you, I tried to start my crocheting journey on Saturday.
Oh, how did it go?
It didn't go very well, Stacey.
Oh,
if I'm honest.
why?
Can you crochet?
I can, yeah.
Can you? Oh, I might need a lesson.
Oh, well, my Jen, who designs the dies, she wants a lesson as well. So
Oh, does
maybe,
she?
maybe
Can we have a sort of a lock-in
Yeah.
crochet session?
I feel like I'm going to be the only one in the office that can't crochet.
Well, you have to come to the lesson then.
I tried it and it just
Are you the same, Lisa?
can't do it.
Nor me. And I watched a really good video online, like visual, and I still couldn't. Yeah.
Claire's tried time and time again to teach me how, and it doesn't work.
Have you tried knitting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I can do knitting.
I understand how to knit, but I can't master getting the tension right, so that got benched.
yeah.
Yeah, and I can knit, but then I don't know how to finish it off. Or
Oh, to like cast that.
yeah. And I see the gorgeous things that Anne-Marie and Natalie make.
Okay. You are very good at reading though. You go through a lot of books.
What number book are you on this year, Lisa?
Just started number 11.
Number
Number 11.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm even on number 11 of my audiobooks. And I go through a lot of
So you must do
audiobooks.
at least one a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add, because this has already got some foam pads on this corner, I'm just going to add some tape there. And then what we can do is we can line this up with the design that we already have. I think I might have turned it. Yeah, I did. Go with that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And then we can just add that onto a card blank. No, let's cut it down. I was going to just plonk it on, but I can't do it. It's not in me.
So what size is it?
6 by 6, so it's the same size as the mask.
Yeah.
Which is why you've got that beautiful background that's embossed. And then obviously just highlighting that centre area, which is really quick and simple to do, this technique, because of that embossing. So you can just sit and emboss one night the white cardstock and then just ink
Yeah.
another night. And there you go.
That is stunning. The way that works is just so clever, isn't it?
But you've got that embossing all the way through
Yeah.
as well, which is absolutely beautiful.
So anyone that's got masks, you must emboss them. They're just, isn't it?
Yeah.
Emboss them through your die cutting machine and heat emboss them. That's the two of the most amazing techniques that you can do. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
3 absolutely stunning demonstrations from Stacey, and I just know that it's given everyone so much inspiration, and people will be going out and trying those. So don't forget to show us your photos if you try out any of those. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Next up on Hunky Dory TV. Guess who it is tomorrow? Me.
Is it you again? Hooray!
So I will be here with Natalie with some small and mighty pocket pads that are back in stock, and we've also got some brand new Miri mats for you. So don't forget to join us for that. On Hobby Maker today, Natalie is there. She has got a busy day.
She has.
Join her at 1 p.m. for new Perfect Verses pad, which you will love. 3 p.m. with our new Pastel Edge card blanks.
I've still not seen these, so the first thing I'm going to do when I get out is go and look at them.
Yeah, so pastel foiled edge card blanks. They are stunning. So if you saw the gold and silver ones that we did,
Yeah.
you are going to love these. So that's 3 p.m, 6 p.m. with Premier Craft Tool deals, and then back at 8 p.m. with another show looking at those pastel foil edged card blanks. So 4 shows at Hobby Maker today with Natalie. So don't forget to tune in. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
for
your
having me.
amazing demo, Stacey. We hope you've all enjoyed it. Have a good day, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.